For a minute there, I thought this Apple event was going to be a lot less packed than it ended up being. We actually made two separate rumor videos because we heard that not all AirPods were getting refreshed, but that's rumors for you. Yeah, this Apple event was full of products, and seriously, there's only so much Apple can tell you in about an hour that it lasts, or a bit more. So it's time for another deep dive. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and let's grab some popcorn because there's a lot to talk about with Apple's GlowTime and why you should consider most of these products at least. Apple's start of the event was very interesting because, yes, it's 10 years of Apple Watch, and well, let's just say these updates are interesting to say the least. Apple Watch Series 10 is larger, thinner, and lighter, so much so that it makes the Apple Watch Ultra look smaller, though more on that later. One of the biggest improvements is its 40% brighter and wider OLED screen. This allows more information, including an extra line of text, making it easier for users to quickly check things like email and messages. And yeah, even if the screen sizes on the Ultra seem larger, that's because this one's wider. It's only 9% millimeters thick, making it 10% thinner and 10% lighter than Series 9. Despite this, the watch remains durable, water-resistant up to 50 meters, and supports faster charging thanks to a larger charging coil. It can be charged to 80% in just 30 minutes, and its battery lasts up to 18 hours. Also, those rumors of different straps didn't hold water. Your old straps will work just fine, and that's considering that Series 10 has been slightly increased in footprint to 42 and 46 millimeters. Under the hood, the Series 10 is powered by a new S10 SiP, which includes a 4-core neural engine. This enables faster performance and new features like sleep apnea detection, which uses the watch's accelerometer to monitor a user's breathing during sleep. Other interesting changes is that for the first time, the speakers can be used to play music and podcasts directly from the watch, not just calls. It also has a built-in temperature sensor and a depth sensor for snorkelers and divers, and watchOS 11 will introduce the new Tides app and improved tracking for kayakers. Yes, the Ultra's Depth app now also makes a cut for Series 10. And yes, also remember the watchOS 11 features like the Vitals app are also making it to this watch, obviously, in addition to how it'll calculate fitness load. The watch will be available in a variety of colors and finishes, including a new polished aluminum jet black and a natural gold and slate titanium versions that are 20% lighter than Series 9. Pre-orders are already available, with the official release being September 20th. Prices start at $399 for the GPS-only model and $499 for the version with cellular connectivity, and obviously if you go titanium, that's a lot more money. Now, those expecting an Apple Watch Ultra 3 will have to wait, as that black titanium watch that we heard about in the leaks is actually just the color update to the Ultra 2, which looks amazing, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait another year for another Ultra. Honestly, I think this launch of AirPods was an interesting one because at a simple glance, they kind of don't look any different, and yet that's just me speculating because I haven't held them. So let's start with the facts we know, starting with AirPods 4. Apple claims these feature a redefined shape that the company describes as the most comfortable AirPods ever. These wireless earbuds maintain the open-ear design, but now offer significantly improved audio quality, according to Apple. They also support personalized spatial audio, which adjusts the sounds accordingly. Maybe the most interesting is that these new AirPods will come in two versions. The standard model is simply called AirPods 4, while the higher-end version is AirPods 4 with active noise canceling. And, am I wrong to claim that these are the first pair of earbuds without ear tips that can do ANC? Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if true, that's kind of major. The ANC version also includes transparency mode, which lets users hear their surroundings while still enjoying music, and adaptive audio, which reduces certain background noises. Another feature, conversational awareness, automatically lowers the volume when you start talking to someone nearby. All this is thanks to these new entry-level models sporting the same H2 chip that the Pros include, by the way. Both models come with a new control using a force sensor on the stem, which lets you squeeze to play and pause music, a feature that was only in the Pro models in the past, and the AirPods 3 sort of. Now, another interesting change is the case on these AirPods Pro, which is 10% smaller than before and uses USB-C charging, obviously. Now, the ANC model does include extra features like a speaker to work with Apple's Find My location and support for wireless charging, even with the Apple Watch charger. I think the best part is that these new AirPods now have a reasonable price, with the base model starting at $129 and the ANC one starting at $179. Both versions will be available starting in September 20th, with pre-orders available now. But then, for those of you that were expecting new AirPods Pro and AirPods Max, well, the latter just got USB-C and 5 new colors, even if, yes, they retained the old H1 chip, meaning it misses a ton of new features. Apple spent a good deal of time in talking about new health features that are coming for AirPods Pro 2 specifically, not these Max. These include a new clinical-grade hearing aid feature designed for users with mild to moderate hearing loss. This hearing aid functionality is currently awaiting approval from the FDA and other regulatory bodies, but Apple expects it to come soon. The company is also introducing a passive hearing protection mode that will automatically reduce noise in loud environments like concerts. This feature is always active, protecting users from potentially harmful noise exposure, which Apple says affects 1 in 3 people regularly. These new AirPods features will be available on the Pro 2s in a software update in the fall, rolling out to over 100 countries and regions. Now let's talk iPhone 16, as yes, these did get a very interesting refresh. The iPhone 16 brings several new features and hardware updates. The action button that debuted last year with the 15 Pro is here, now with new contextual features that can switch depending on the time of day. Maybe the coolest trick is the new camera control button, which doesn't just let you snap a photo or video, but also control the elements of what you're shooting. Now as for the rest, the rumors of the A18 chip held true, as well, now we have it here in its 3nm glory, with both performance and battery improvements. It's a whopping 30% faster than last year, draws on 30% less power. The GPU is 40% faster at 35% less power, and we get ray tracing and hardware-accelerated graphics for gaming. All this power also allows the iPhone 16 to be the first non-Pro iPhone to introduce Apple Intelligence features, following a software update coming in October. These AI features, initially shown at Apple's WWDC event, include tools like custom emojis and new visual intelligence features. This allows users to search for information based on what the camera sees, similar to Google Lens. And yeah, there's a lot more to Apple Intelligence than that. The iPhone 16's dual camera system includes a 48-megapixel main camera and an ultra-wide camera with autofocus, now allowing it to introduce macro mode to the base model, and then giving you a total of 4 focal lengths if you consider the 2x optical crop. The new Align design also allows spatial video, which is yet another Pro feature we had before. Screen sizes are the same as last year, along with the same 60Hz refresh rates, but now it's got brighter, up to 2000 nits, and can go as low as 1 nit in dim scenarios. Other hardware changes include Qi 2 support on MagSafe that actually also comes to the Pro models, but then that's about it. Maybe the bigger story is these new colors, with ultramarine and teal being my favorites. It starts at $799 for 128 gigs of storage on the base model, and the 16 Plus starts at $899 with the same amount of storage. Pre-orders will begin on Friday, September 13th, and both phones will be available on September 20th. I think the Pro series is the lineup that got more changes, but that depends on which model you want. What's uniform is that the new iPhones have larger screens than the previous model. The 16 Pro now starts at 6.3 inches on the display, and the 16 Pro Max goes up to 6.9 inches diagonal. As with last year's models, the new phones are built of grade 5 titanium, but the rumors of it going polished didn't end up happening. They come in 4 different colors: black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, and a new shade of desert titanium, which, yes, looks a lot better than what we saw in the leaks, like for sure. Now, for the first time ever, Apple claims that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be the phone with the best battery life on an iPhone ever, a title which used to belong to the Plus variant, and which I can't wait to test out, because the 15 Pro Max wasn't necessarily what I'd call amazing. Both phones are powered by the new A18 Pro chip, which is designed to deliver better performance. The chip has a 16-core neural engine, which helps make Apple Intelligence features work 15% faster and smoother than on the 15 Pro, even if we haven't been able to test that. The graphics also have been improved with a 6-core GPU that's 20% faster. The camera system has also received an interesting upgrade upgrade. The 16 Pro features a 48-megapixel primary fusion camera, a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and now both sizes bring the 12-megapixel tetraprism telephoto with 5x optical zoom that we saw last year on the Max. The new camera control button also is added here, making it easier to quickly switch between different camera modes, select features, or take photos or videos. Apple also plans to release a software update later this year that will give the button a two-stage shutter, allowing for more precise photo and video taking. Maybe my favorite update is that these Pros now take 4K video at 120 frames per second, which, yes, I cannot wait to try. And listen, I know that other companies have sort of done this, but if we're real, iPhones do video better. Period. There's just no room for comparison. Another good change is that Apple is introducing the ability to change photo styles even after a picture has been taken, giving users more creative control. On the audio side, Apple now includes 4 studio quality mics that can capture clear, detailed sound. Users will be able to record spatial audio, which provides more immersive experiences. And later this year, an update to the Voice Memos app will allow users to layer tracks on top of recordings. This feature could be especially useful for musicians and podcasters who want to add multiple layers of sound to their recordings, even if I don't know how much better this is to GarageBand, which is already included. Now, as for pricing, the iPhone 16 Pro starts at $999 for the 128GB model, while the 16 Pro Max starts at $1199 for 256 gigs. And I know, 128 gigs for a Pro phone is rough. Anyways, pre-orders will begin on Friday, September 13th, with the phones officially being available in stores on September 20th. To conclude, what can I say? I mean, new iPhones with interesting features, which sound a bit iterative up until you try to stack this phone next to an iPhone 12, for example. Companies are all doing progressive updates as technology evolves, and with Apple Intelligence making up a huge spotlight right now, it's clear the focus is on software. Listen, I genuinely like all of the updates, though yeah, I would have loved new AirPods Max, but that's just me. Let me know if you agree with our assessment in the comments down below. And while you're at it, follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on my personal handles to see me want these new iPhones more than ever, and particularly that Apple Watch Series 10. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.